General Election 2016 candidates in a RedFM Minute. Cork Southwest.
My name is Alan Coleman. I'm your independent candidate in Cork Southwest. With your support, I want to use my ability and my experience representing you in OLeary. I want to ensure that Cork Southwest gets its fair share of development in any future recovery. I want to see investment in our infrastructure, from roads to flood relief to broadband. I will concentrate on the strengths which we have: farming, fishing, tourism, small food industries. And I will support small businesses through pushing for a fair taxation system and a social welfare system that supports people that fail. If you elect me, I can guarantee you that I will provide strong representation for you in OLeary over the next 5 years. Thank you.
General Election 2016 candidates in a RedFM Minute. Cork Southwest.
Hello, my name is Fiona OLeary, and I'm an independent candidate for Cork Southwest. I'm a carer, a mother to 5 children, and founder of the voluntary organisation Autistic Rights Together. 2 of my children are on the autistic spectrum, and I also have Asperger's. I'm running this election as a woman who will fight for the rights of the disabled community and the thousands of carers who have been continuously and systematically ignored, discriminated against, and who've borne the brunt of savage cuts to income and to vital supports and services. The government's austerity measures have targeted the most vulnerable in our society. The need for legislation to protect autistic children from dangerous unregulated treatments and from practices such as restraint has been ignored. A person's right to dignity and fairness must be prioritised. The rights of children, of the elderly, a woman's right to choose, the travelling community, the refugee crisis, the homeless crisis, the list goes on. Vote for me and I pledge to fight for social justice, because I believe that real change can be achieved if we as a community judge ourselves on how we treat our most vulnerable in our society. Thank you.
General Election 2016 candidates in a RedFM Minute. Cork Southwest.
My name is Julian Powell. I am running as an independent in the general election. I believe flooding and lack of insurance affects town renewal in Cork Southwest. We need to make this a national emergency issue. A vote for me will be a vote for insurance cover for all and environmentally flooding solutions in Cork Southwest. This will restore towns across our region. I am self-employed, and many self-employed people are working hard and they're treated unfairly in the social welfare and tax system. Parents, too, need choice and support with childcare. And a vote for me will be a vote for supporting working parents. I have walked that walk. If you elect me, I will be listening to you, working hard, getting results. I ask for the privilege of your number 1. Thank you.
General Election 2016 candidates in a RedFM Minute. Cork Southwest.
My name is Margaret Murphy Omani. I am the Fianna Fáil candidate for this wonderful constituency of Cork Southwest. As far as I am concerned, this constituency has not seen any of the so-called recovery. And if I am elected, I will ensure that every citizen in Cork Southwest feels any further recovery. My priorities, if elected, include childcare costs, social housing, retention of local district hospitals, completion of flood relief works, support small businesses, more support for carers, increase the number of SNAs, support small farmers, reduce restrictions on fishing and promote tourism in Ireland, particularly in West Cork. Cork Southwest has never had a female TD, and I am hoping to change that. This constituency needs a new voice, a new choice, a hard worker with new ideas. Agus is Misha E.
General Election 2016 candidates in a RedFM Minute. Cork Southwest.
Noel Harrington, Fine Gael, Cork Southwest. We've come through a very difficult last 7 or 8 years. The recovery is beginning. It's a real recovery, but it is a fragile recovery. It is open to many threats. Many of them are external, but there is a huge internal domestic threat to this recovery as well. We're asking the people of Cork Southwest to vote Fine Gael for a stable government, for a real recovery. We have a plan to create 200,000 new jobs in the next 5 years. We have a plan to decrease our taxation rates, to abolish universal social charge. We have a plan to increase the infrastructure, particularly broadband, to attract our immigrants to return home. 70,000 is an ambitious but an achievable target, and we're hopeful that we can do that. So I'm asking the people of Cork South West to vote, number 1, Noel Harrington, to vote Fine Gael, and to vote for a stable, real and lasting recovery for this country. Thank you.
General Election 2016 candidates in a Red FM Minute. Cork Southwest.
My name is Michael McCarthy, and I'm a Labour TD for Cork Southwest. I was first elected to OLeary 5 years ago, in the middle of one of the biggest economic catastrophes to hit our country. In the last 5 years, this government have worked hard. They have worked hard to fix our public finances and to put people back to work. So I'm asking you to give me your number 1 vote, to continue that mandate, to continue to put the recovery back in people's pockets. I want to see the universal social charge be abolished over the lifetime of the next government. And to provide strong and stable and fair and balanced government, I am asking people in Cork South West to give me, Michael McCarthy, their number 1 vote on polling day.
General Election 2016 candidates in a Red FM Minute. Cork Southwest.
Well, my name is Johnny Omani, and I'm a 56-year-old Corkman, and I've spent a lifetime serving the public through Superquin, on post, and as a barman and an accounts manager. And first time standing for a general election. And basically the reason why I'm standing is because of concern for the environment and the urgent need to address the challenges of climate change that face the planet in the coming years. Flooding and increased rainfall threaten the viability of agriculture, tourism industries, and increased sea temperatures will have a detrimental effect on the fishing industry. So I think it's really important that I highlight these issues because no other party is doing this. So I'd like you to vote Johnny Omani, number 1, Green Party.
General Election 2016 candidates in a Red FM Minute. Cork Southwest.
My name is Michael Collins. I'm running as an independent candidate in the upcoming general election, February 26th. I've worked in the community on a voluntary capacity for the past 25 years, working on numerous issues. The last year and a half I've been working as a councillor. There's a huge need for employment in West Cork. We've had over 400,000 have immigrated out of Ireland in the past 5 years. We have to create employment. To do so, we have to invest on our N71 or R586. Our local roads have are in an appalling state in West Cork. Our broadband and mobile phone coverage have not improved in any way for the last number of years. We have massive health issues, farming with massive single farm payment cuts, and housing is a massive area there that's concerning. Again, the flooding, the education, the closure of post offices, guard stations, the cut in the leader budget from 49 million to 13.9 million, and the fishermen, the situation they're faced with the Criminal Justice Act. I'll fight for these and all these issues going forward, and I appreciate if the people of Cork South West will consider me for the number 1 vote on February 26th.
General Election 2016 candidates in a Red FM Minute. Cork Southwest.
Steve, my name is Trisha Heaney, Catholic Democrats candidate in Cork Southwest. This is my 3rd time standing in the general election. I also contested the European election in 2014. We've been very badly let down by our elected TDs in this constituency. We had no political representation during the marriage referendum, the children's referendum, the Stability Treaty referendum, and on the abortion legislation, which was supported by all 3 of our TDs. We need a strong pro-life voice in the Dáil to represent our views. If elected, I will defend the right to life of all persons, and life in all its dimensions. I will insist that the carers allowance is paid to all mothers who care for their own children. I will work for the common good of all people to ensure a proper livelihood and adequate services, especially in healthcare. That's why I'm seeking your number 1 vote. Mila Margaret.
General Election 2016 candidates in a Red FM Minute.